For you, when did you get your first TV? How did it change your life, and what did you watch?
Okay, probably 1950, 51, and I was only 3 or 4, so
Okay.
I don't know that it changed my life a whole lot, but I remember watching cartoons and on Saturday morning. That's the only time.
When everyone started watching color TV, what did you watch?
I was at my aunt's house. They were the first one we knew that got a color TV, and we watched Walt Disney.
What's the earliest memory you have of seeing a movie?
Oh, wow. Probably 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
7 or 8, because the little town we had, they had a movie theater.
Yeah. What movie was it?
I don't know. Are you kidding me? Well, it had to be a kids' movie, or
yeah.
Because back then they were rated, and being Catholic, the parents had to approve whether it was rated okay for kids.
Mm-hmm. Do you read a newspaper or one on the internet? She has a newspaper right here.
Sitting right here reading a newspaper, but we only get it on Saturday and Sunday.
Only Saturday and Sunday?
Yes. So during the week, I do get on the news networks on the internet.
Yeah.
Like CNN and...
Yeah, I do that too.
MSN.
How do you use your computer, or how do you use your iPad, and how has it changed your life?
Well, first of all, during the week I get on for the news.
For the news,
the world news and the local news I get on and look at. And then, of course, I get on Facebook to see what everybody's got to do.
Mm-hmm.
What everybody's doing. And I have some games on there that I play, but that's about it.
That's about it.
I usually don't do too much other stuff on it.
How many hours a day do you watch TV or play on your iPad?
Oh, probably 6 or 7 or 8.
6, 7, or 8.
I'm retired. I probably spend too much time on TV.
Yeah.
And my iPad, but I'm allowed.
So, when did you get a television, and how did it change your life, and what did you watch?
First TV I think was I was about 6 years old. It was like in 1951, and the only way it changed my life was I started watching football all the time, because that's about the only thing we ever watched on it.
Okay, so when everyone started watching color television, what did you watch, and why?
We watched a lot of Liberace and Ed Sullivan and those type shows because of all the glitzy outfits everybody wore. And my mom was the one home with us then. My dad traveled a lot, so we got to watch anything she wanted to watch.
Okay, so what did you listen to on the radio when you were a child or a teenager?
Music, just
Any type?
Once in a while a news program, but mostly music. That's how I learned all the old songs.
Okay. Did you ever have VCR, DVD, satellite dish, any of that?
All of that.
All of them? Okay. And how did this change your life?
I liked being able to record the shows and then watch them at our leisure and fast forward through the commercials and all that.
Right. So, what is the earliest memory you have of seeing a movie, and what was it?
The earliest one I remember is Bambi.
Bambi,
At a movie theater. And that was pretty traumatizing when they killed that little deer.
So, how was going to the movies, how has it changed compared to going to the movies nowadays?
A lot more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go nearly as often because of the time element, and I'm old, so time goes fast, so in a year or two it's out on TV and I watch it at home.
Right. Okay. So, what is the last movie you saw in a theater currently?
It was the what,
The Hunger Games?
Hunger Games.
Right,
Hunger
okay.
Games, yes, the first one. I
Okay.
haven't seen the second one yet.
So, do you read a paper newspaper or do you read on the internet? If you do at all.
I read 2 paper newspapers cover to cover every single morning.
Is there any reason why?
I like easing into my day, and I really feel like I comprehend more by reading, sitting there and reading it, the whole entire paper.
Okay. So, how do you use a computer and how has that changed your life?
Now I use the computer mostly for banking and paying bills and things like that, and it just makes it simpler.
What is the earliest memory you have of seeing a movie?
My earliest memory would probably be Jailhouse Rock with Elvis Presley. I remember it was a Sunday afternoon after dinner. Went with 2 of my girlfriends, and we thought he was the greatest thing ever.
So when you did get one, what can you remember? Like what kind of like the first things that you started like to watch on the TV?
Wasn't very much went back then. Oh, golly. It was mostly, I don't know, just people talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like interviewing or something. I said it wasn't.
It wasn't that much.
No.
At first, was it not a lot of like entertainment stuff? It
No,
was kind of a lot
not
of just
at
like
first.
informative.
Not at first for me, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It took a while for, you know, for that to. I think it was an old Philco was the name of the TV. Because we couldn't afford one, so we waited and waited, and our neighbors across the street, they were getting another one, but they had money, so they had one of the first ones.
Mhm.
But anyway, that's what it was. There wasn't much on it at all.
Oh yeah. When everyone started watching color TV,
Uh-huh.
what did you watch? So was that where the more like entertainment type
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
So like the entertainment didn't start coming around until like it got more advanced, like
Yeah,
color TV.
yeah, a lot later as far as the color was
Mhm.
concerned.
When was the earliest memory you have of seeing a movie?
Oh, golly. Well, when,
Do you remember what the movie was?
no. It might come to me. As far as seeing a movie,
Mhm.
I must have been about 10, 11.
So, is there any? Do you think you could like kind of describe how like different?
It was all black and,
Mhm.
black and white,
Mhm.
or nothing, interesting sideways. A lot of news that was on it.
Mhm. So not as like fancy and as lavish as it is today.
No, oh
Mm.
my, no.
Right.
It's all black and white, and like I said, just the everyday stuff. News was
Now,
the most thing.
do you think you could remember the last movie you saw at a theater?
I wish I could.
Has it been a while?
Hmm?
Has it been a while since you seen a movie in a theater?
Well, to some people it might be, but since I've been around so long, to see how it was
Mhm.
advancing, I thought the color took a long time.
Mhm.
But I don't know how other people feel about it. But
Right.
that took a good while.